Hello and welcome to UWC USA. I'm Saira Zonar from Palestine.
My name is David. I'm from China.
Today's video is going to be about languages in UWC USA.
We'll invite several second year and the first year about their mother tongue.
Today we're going to be filming native speakers and non-native speakers. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Samantha from the Netherlands.
Hello Samantha. So Samantha is a first year and she's from the Netherlands, so she speaks
Dutch.
okay, not Danish or German. So Samantha, can you tell us how do you feel about being a non-native speaker in the United States?
Sometimes it's awkward because I say things like how I would say it in Dutch, but you say it like different in English, so it's like sometimes weird. But then the native speakers help you a lot just to feel comfortable, and they help you with finding words, and sometimes you just describe a word instead of saying the word if you don't know it. So it's fine actually. Yeah.
So do you feel that English is killing your native language?
Sometimes I do, because when I speak Dutch to my countrymates here, I speak like English between it. But I like it to speak English sometimes, but sometimes it feels like that, and most of the time it doesn't.
So, do you want to complete your college degree in your native language or in English?
It depends which university I want to go to.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So, how does it feel when you want to express yourself in English but it doesn't work?
Frustrating, because you know how to say it in Dutch and you want to like express yourself, but you can't because you don't know the words for it. And that's why you sometimes just go to your countrymates to speak with them, because you can speak in your native language, and that's sometimes much easier to express yourself.
Thank you so much, Samantha, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shinpei from Japan, and my first language is Japanese.
Hi, Shinpei.
Hi, David.
Today I want to ask you some question about your mother language and English here. So, how do you feel about being a non-native speaker here?
Oh, being non-native speaker is sometimes really hard because I don't understand what teacher said sometimes, and sometimes I don't understand what teacher's saying at all.
How do you feel about Japanese right now? Is it getting worse or
No, I don't think so. I lived in Japan for a long time, so I haven't forgot Japanese yet.
So
Yeah.
you think that English is not affecting your mother language?
No, not at all.
That's good.
Do you think it will affect your mother language?
No, I don't think so. Unless unless I don't speak Japanese for a long time. But we have another Japanese people here,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shinpei, and have a great day.
Thank you.
So hi, I'm Diana from Canada, and I'm a native speaker.
Hello, Diana. So, I want you to tell me, how do you feel about non-native speakers? Is it annoying, or is it okay when you don't understand what they're saying?
Absolutely not. It's great to have you guys around, and honest to God, I admire you all so much. Because where I grew up in Canada, it wasn't there's a big thing in Canada that you're supposed to be speaking English and French. Yet I grew up in a town where they didn't really influence you to learn the language at all.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for me, I'm coming here as speaking only English. And so here, what you guys are doing is absolutely amazing. You are speaking a fair amount of English at that point, and as well that you're pushing your boundaries outside your culture and all these things, and it's absolutely amazing because you're coming here from different countries and learning as much as you can, and you guys are a lot smarter than us native speakers, because this is your second to fifth language considering some people. And it's absolutely crazy, and I admire you all so much. And it is not annoying when you guys ask a second question, because most of the vocabulary words I don't even know myself, so it's it's nice to know that I'm not the only one in class as well.
Yeah.
And so I say keep doing what you're doing and never be afraid to ask questions, because say 40% of the class is going to ask the same question that you are, and I don't think anyone should feel stupid or not as intelligent or feel shy about asking any questions. And if we don't understand you, we're gonna try to make the effort to understand you, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna be like, shut up. And if people are doing that, it's more of their like response to whatever their jealousy towards you guys, because you are speaking more languages and you are proving us wrong in more than one way or another. So
Thank you so much Diana and have a great day.
Thank you.
مرحبا، أنا سارة جلال من فلسطين وأنا طالبة في UWC USA. حبيت أعمل هذا الفيديو حتى أفهم الناس شو هو السلف تات. هلا إحنا في UWC عنا فرصة إن ناخد إشي اسمه سلف تات. إذا كانت لغتك الأم مش فرنسية أو إنجليزية أو ألمانية أو إسبانية، فأنت عندك فرصة تاخد لغتك الأم في بروجرام اسمه سلف تات. السلف تات بالنسبة للعرب بيتكون من مجموعة قصص، كتب معينة وشعر. هلا في أنا first year، يعني أنا لسه هلا بأول سمستر إلي هون. بأول سمستر في سلف تات العربي بنعمل شيء اسمه journals. هدول الجورنالز هم عبارة عن تحليل لكتابين. هم أول كتاب اسمه The Kite Runner، تاني كتاب اسمه Master Harold and the Boys. الجورنالز عبارة عن مجرد انك انت تقرأ هدول الكتابين، تحللهم وانت تحط وجهة نظرك في هدول الكتب. تاني مرحلة اللي هي شيء اسمه Reflective Statement، وهو عبارة عن تجمع الداتا اللي انت كتبتها في الجورنالز تبعونك وتحطها في حوالي 400 ل 500 كلمة. وهي مش هالقد جدية، بس انه في عليها شوية علامات. تاني مرحلة اللي هو شيء اسمه written assignment، تختار من يا Master Harold and the Boys يا أما The Kite Runner، تختار topic معين حتى تكتب عنه، وهو حوالي 1200 كلمة minimum ل 1000 وشوي maximum. تاني مرحلة اللي هي orals، بدك تختار كتاب حتى تعمل orals تبعونك عليه، وهيدا basically أول سمستر. هلا السلف تات عبارة عن program لسنة واحدة، يعني أنت اللي بتعمله في إذا كنت في English A أو French A بتعمله أنت في السلف تات في سنة واحدة. فأول سمستر بيكون عبارة عن كتير شغل، فمعظم الناس بيحبوا يقرأوا The Kite Runner أو Master Harold and the Boys which is a play قبل ما يجوا هون حتى ما يضيعوا وقت. ونصيحة مني حتى تعملوا هيك، لأنه أول شي كتير بسهل عليكم when it comes to journals. هيدا واحد. اثنين، ما بتضيعوا وقتكم حتى تقرأوا بتبلشوا دغري بتعملوا analyzing. وفي شي كتير مهم، احنا عنا معلمة اسمها آن فيرل، وهي معلمة إنجليزي بس هي بتعلم السلف تات، وبتساعدكم كتير في طريقة تطبيق التحليل للكتب. بتعطيكم أفكار معينة أنتم ما خطرت على بالكم ممكن، أو ممكن تعطيكم أسماء كتب بالعربي أو شي زي هيك. فهي حتكون ريسورس كتير منيح للي بدهم ياخدوا سلف تات عربي. ورح أعمل كمان فيديو على النكست سمستر، وراح I'm gonna leave my email down below. إذا بدكم تسألوني أي شيء أنا أكتر من happy to help you guys. Just send me an email and bye.
大家好，我是 UWC USA 的1年级学生周胜龙。在今年，我和其他8位中国学生一起选择了 self-taught 母语课程。然后，由于我们中文的情况比较特殊，我们有一位中文老师在我们的学校当中，所以我们不需要参加平时的 self-taught 课，当然鼓励参加。然后我们每周4晚上7点到9点有2个小时的课程是全中文的教学，大家在一起用中文交流讨论中文，保证了我们在国外还能够有一个非常好的环境去学习和延续我们的母语课程。很多人觉得在国外就是要鼓励多讲英文，全讲英文，尽量少说中文。我觉得这肯定是一个非常错误的东西，毕竟作为一个母语是我们接受知识的第一语言，而且是我们文化修养的一种表达和接受吧。在我们这个第一学期当中，我们主要是阅读了2本书，一本是《追风筝的人》，还有一本是一本小的话剧《Master Harold and the Boys》。然后我们在课上一起 读了这2本书，并且也看了有关的影视资料，然后交流探讨。我们其实在每节课结束的时候都会有一份短篇的反思陈述，来反思陈述一下我们这节课学到了什么，并且是自己的思考。还有一份作业是一学期的长篇作业是 written assignment， 这是一份1400-500字左右的一份论文，是针对一本书，然后提出一个话题论题以后，自己根据书中的内容再进行论述。所以推荐学生在有条件的情况下，可以在来之前，在平时先阅读这2本书，可以节省下很多的时间。然后在第2个学期，我们还会阅读其他一些书籍，比如说我们国内同学是深恶痛绝的鲁迅。不要以为我们到了这边就可以完全的放弃它，毕竟它是作为我们中国文学当中非常重要的一个部分。当然，我们在这边的学习不需要像国内一样，为了考试强行的去记住一些，可能自己并不是非常认同的一些理论。在这边我们会去大家一起讨论探讨以后，来形成自己的认识，而且每个认识都是被鼓励的。当然，我们还会读一些其他的书，比如说杜甫的诗，还有朱自清的散文集。当然，我们不需要读全部，但是我们也会在从中摘取一些篇章，然后进行深度的探讨，并且作为我们最后考试的一个题库吧。然后大致上就是这些。而且我们 self-taught 的课程只是1年就学完的，但是我们的母语的学习是不会终止的。谢谢。
Hello, I'm Chai Liang and I'm from Cambodia.
Hello, Jai.
Hello.
Could you please tell us the way you feel about being a non-native speaker in UWC USA?
Well, being a non-native speaker in UWC USA is a great chance for me to learn about English and to share my language to other people from different countries, and I feel really good that every time I speak my language, people said to me that it is a really good language, and I feel awesome when they said that to me.
So, Chai, we know that you're taking self-taught.
Yes.
Could you please tell us how do you feel about self-taught and the fact that you're learning your mother tongue in the US?
Well, before I came here, I didn't expect that I can learn my language in the school that almost everybody speak English. But when I came here, my English teacher should try so hard to. My English teacher told me that don't worry so much. She will try her best to show me the way that I can learn my language in UWC USA, and of course. She can do. She did that to me. She said that learning self-taught here is not learning. Learning my literature here is not learning my language back home. But at least I can learn something in the class. So she tried to teach me how to write essay in my language, even though the structure is generally, I would say, is like English structure. But I really tried my best to write the essay in my language. That I feel really awesome. And of course, I read the book in my language. Sometimes I Skype with my friends and my teachers back home to discuss about my self-taught class here. And she said that all my teachers said that it's really awesome. They didn't expect that I can learn Khmer literature in the school, and I feel awesome too.
Thank you so much, Chai, and have a great day.
Yeah, thank you so much, and peace out.
Hi, I'm Chen. I'm from China. I'm a first year. Living MB 203. Come to my room to visit me, okay?
Hello, Chen. That we know that you are the only Chinese students who doesn't take the Chinese self-taught here, so how do you think about your mother tongue learning here?
Well, basically, in daily life, I would mainly choose English to read, to communicate with others. But For example, when I try to learn about news from the website, I would still first use Chinese. And when I understand the news, I may find the article of this news in English and reread. But basically, I do not have plans to read Chinese books or study Chinese literature so far.
That's good. And how about communicating with your countrymates?
When I am with my countrymates, I sometimes use English, sometimes use Chinese. Well, it depends. For example, if I cannot express something clearly in English, I will use Chinese and vice versa.
Okay, so how about, do you have this kind of worry that your Chinese level will decrease in 2 years without the education of your mother tongue?
Actually, my first concern is whether my English level would increase in these 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, it's only 2 years. I don't think I'm gonna lose my Chinese ability in just 2 years.
Okay, thanks for the interview.
Thank you too.
I'm David, I'm from China. Yesterday I had a talk with my Chinese self-taught teacher, and I asked her several questions about his opinion about the self-taught, the mother language, and here is something I want to share with you. The first thing I will ask her, what does IB mother language diploma means for her about the self-taught teaching. She said, at first, that IB exams pays a lot of attention to the students' language ability, and that's the very core purpose of the IB exam. And she does agree that it's very necessary and important for the students to keep and even enhance their ability about their mother language. And the first language is usually the student's mother language, of course. If you have a very strong foreign language ability, such as you can speak English very fluently, just like a native speaker, definitely you can choose English as your first language. But at the same time, you'll miss a great part of your mother language. So she encouraged students more to choose their For me, it's Chinese to be our first language. Yeah, in fact, most of Chinese students do choose Chinese as a self-taught first language, and that is Chinese A, and just as our mother language, and it might be a little bit easier for us to get a higher score in the exam. Yeah, and the teacher said that she encouraged Chinese students to choose the Chinese mother language program because she believes that our language is very full of culture and broad and profound. That she hopes everybody else can learn much more from Chinese culture and literature, and let our own distinct culture promote. Also, she told me some difference in her mind about teaching Chinese back home in China and teaching Chinese here. And first of all, the context of the exam are totally different. Chinese A focus on cultivating the students' understanding the skill of the literature criticism, and enhancing their ability to make independent judgments on the literature. But they pay no attention to the linguistics, so that is completely different in the Chinese teacher back home in exam. And secondly, there is no textbook teaching Chinese A. The teachers are very free to play and guide students as it can achieve the goal for teaching, because teacher can choose their own book with the students and they can discuss freely in the class. And next, the exam method and assessment are different. In China, there's only one college entrance exam paper which is set up to complete. But here's exam and evaluation are composed of 4 parts, which covers the student's comprehension, ability, and there is no standard answer to the exam. So the students are also very free to their imagination and creativity to understand every article in their own special way, to find something they can find by themselves, and they don't need to follow their standard answer. And generally speaking, his teaching is relatively free to teachers and the students. They have much more space to play, and the students are more encouraged personal literary appreciation rather than just memorize something and stereotyped. What is her expectation on us after our Chinese self-taught class. She said that if we have time, we should read as much as possible in our mother language, because as she just said, the Chinese culture is so broad and profound that it's such a big treasure for us to discover. And she also hopes us can enhance our literary quality and comprehension and the writing in all aspects during this period. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Sarah from Palestine.
Hello, I'm David from China.
So we wanted the conclusion of this video to be the way we feel about self-taught, since me and David are self-taught students. And for me, the fact that I'm learning Arabic in the other half of the world where people don't really know Arabic, it just makes me feel that I'm part of my culture, and I feel so lucky because not in all IB schools, or barely in IB schools, they have this program where you can learn your first language. And the really big support that we take from teachers is really, really, really effective. And I just want to take this chance and say thank you to Anne Farrell for all the help and support that she gives to us, because she's a really, really big part of self-taught. And I think I would be definitely lost without her. And for all the Arabic speakers, just take self-taught. It's really nice, and it will just remind you of your first language and the fact that you're an Arabic speaker. And yeah, pretty much that's it.
Okay. I have to say the experience of learning Chinese here is amazing. But as you know, 99% of the Chinese students going to study abroad, they are encouraged to speak more English, even they try their best to avoid to speak their mother tongue Chinese. But I found it's really good that we have a chance to learn Chinese here, because Chinese is always our mother language, even though we have to speak English. And here, the UWC USA provides us a very good chance to learn Chinese in a totally new perspective. It provides us a chance to appreciate the language without the pressure of them. We can just discuss it and read it. Yes, and then we can learn the things from the language itself, the literature itself, not for them. And it makes me have a much more interest on the literature than before. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest achievement that the UWC USA with the self-taught program gave me.
And I just want to highlight something that David said. In self-taught, you actually see the beauty of your language, because you're studying a lot of beautiful written stuff in your mother tongue, and it just makes you feel like I'm proud of speaking like Chinese or Arabic. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and salam.
Bye bye.